Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to Campfire Tale number 3 for this year's Camp Wicked Wild. And as they say, this week the story will continue. But first, hey, don't even laugh at that. That was good. That was good. That was good. Don't even laugh at that. That was good. Introducing the first chucklehead, we got Dave. How you doing, Dave?
You totally caught me off guard. Kudos, Eli. I didn't think that was possible.
Hey, that was good. That was good.
That was that was up there.
You know what? Dave? Let me ask you a question, Dave.
I wish you would.
Let me ask you a question. If you went somewhere, what would scare you more? Either a bunch of baby dolls nailed to a tree or the constant sound of screaming?
Which would scare me more?
100%
100% the baby dolls. I've heard screaming before.
But don't you normally know the source of it?
Oh, I don't care. If there's screaming to my left, Dave's going right. If they're screaming in front of me, Dave's going back. It's all the information I need.
You know what? We'll see. We'll see, Dave. Also, we got Jamie. How you doing, Jamie?
Doing pretty good.
Jamie,
Yes,
can I ask you a question?
of course.
If someone told you that a man and his 200 sheep walked into an area and were never seen again, would you be afraid to go in that area?
No.
200 sheep.
Yeah, I don't believe it. You
Wait.
asked me a simple question. I don't believe that 200 sheep and a man just disappeared by walking into a specific spot on the ground.
Wow.
So, no.
Some may say that Jamie isn't sheepish with that answer at all.
You know what? We'll see. We'll see is all I want to say
Okay.
tonight. Hey, as you know, for this year's Campfire Tales during Camp Wicked Wild, we found ourselves in a theme. The first week, we figured out our newest slasher, the Mad Gasser, the one that's going to become the next biggest thing in this new era of cinema. Then we determined his final girl. This week, what's more to a slasher film than location? So this week we're going to determine the location to where we are going to this is where our slasher kind of hangs out, resides, or the final battle occurs.
Okay, so we get to define what's happening in this location. It sounds like
we do.
Okay.
Also, tonight is special because it's Dave's theme. So all the locations I have themed around Dave. There's 4 possible locations because to go.
Let me prepare for the ongoing insult that this episode will continue to be.
That's rude, ignorant. Can't believe you would even say that. I actually worked really hard to find.
We'll revisit this at the
4
end of the
locations
episode.
that fit you. I thought they're all woods. Okay, ruining it. And then finally, we're gonna pair up each location to each of our slashers because after we did our final girls, we decided we could actually make 4 movies out of this. So we got a lot to do here.
And I don't want to oversell it, but I think Jamie and Eli would agree with me. The further we get into this, the more excited I get about how cool these movies are going to be.
Hey,
I mean,
listen,
it's kind of heartbreaking that they're not actually going to exist.
So they're not going to. Hey,
Listen.
we could write a story. We could. First of all, we know Eli is filming his own 80,000 movies, so never say never.
Jamie,
but
I'm filming them. You're in all of them,
I know. So, but
playing multiple roles for each. First off, secondly, I'm glad you're excited, Dave, because I just would like to remind both of you that the final episode of this series, Campfire Tales, is my themed week, and that's the twist. So, then I always win. Just remember this. I always win. So, wait tonight's.
What is this contest that you're scoring? That's what I want to know. You've referenced always winning for the last 3 years. I don't know what this game
I
is.
will
It's just
never
life.
I will never tell anyone. I'm playing an own private game with myself.
I'm sure it's the long game too, right?
It is a long game. I'm playing the long game. So once again, we got 4 locations. I have a few questions with each location. I'll tell you about the location first, then we'll go our questions, and then at the end we'll decide which location fits which slasher. Just a reminder, everybody up top, where we're at currently are 4 movies we're making. Number 1 is the Mad Gasser, with his final girl being Elsa from Frozen. Then we have the Licker, with his final girl being Sleeping Beauty. Then we have episode 1, we called him Hooker Creeper. Episode 2, he became the Hooker Man. We have Hooker Man and Snow White. And then 4, we have what I've started affectionately calling Car Ghost. And that's with Donkey Lady. So I
can't believe she's even in a movie. That movie automatically is going direct to streaming on the smallest platform. That
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't think so. Especially
we just don't have the marketing budget for all 4 yet.
Sorry. One's gotta get cut.
You just wait. All right, so we're ready to start.
Yes.
All right, our first location. The first location, actually, it had a real name, but then it was kind of renamed by the locals due to what this place becomes. It is the Screaming Woods, which is located in Great Britain. This forest is actually considered the most haunted forest in Great Britain. In England itself. It's constantly covered in a state of fog, sometimes being a light fog, all the way up to a very thick, dense fog, where some people have claimed it's almost like being in one of the Silent Hill video games.
Ooh.
People very easily get lost in them because of this fog. But that is not the worst part about these woods. Apparently, when you're staying them, you just hear a constant screaming. The screaming also correlates with the density of the fog, where if it's a light fog, you can hear faint screaming, to when it becomes densely fogged, it's a very loud screaming. No one knows where the screaming comes from or what caused it. They believe the land is cursed, and the locals who live around the woods actually say that they believe if you go into the woods and die, that your spirit is forced to stay there to add to the screams.
Okay.
So, question number 1. With this legend, is it dark enough to be in a horror film? Like, is it going to add that atmosphere to one of these killers that would make it terrifying for our final girl?
A foggy, dead forest
filled with screams.
Is it going to be scary enough for a horror movie? Is that what you?
Going to be scary? Is the screaming, because there'll be the constant screaming? Does that take away from it?
No.
But
no.
So yeah, I'm going to ask Jamie a question that should be pretty telling to this question that you're asking us, Eli. And is that if in the woods that the Blair Witch crew was wandering through had constant screaming from different directions, would that have improved the movie?
Improve the movie.
There you go.
Okay.
I didn't even have to, but I was going to say before, I was going to interrupt and just say, would have been a better movie, Dave.
Okay. All right. I dig it. Now.
But they're all going to be around woods. I am already having a hard time because 2 of our killers have to do with cars in a way. So I'm trying to figure out how you get your car lost in the woods all the time.
There are roads that go through the woods.
No, I know that, but it's just like a lot of the things about the woods is you want to be on foot. Like that's what makes it like.
But if the fog is real thick, Jamie,
fair.
where can you see where you're going?
I know. Listen, we're going to assess how.
Where else do you take your lover to go necking when in the woods?
I'm too Southern for you to be saying naked because I just hear naked every time you say it.
Naked.
Well, I mean, doesn't necking lead to necking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. all I'm saying. And then finally, or I'm sorry, 2 more questions. The third question,
like, where are we finally?
Excuse me, is every film and story likes to add something iconic, like a kind of a comic piece, right? You had Camp Crystal Lake, you have Jason's shack, Haddonfield, you had Michael's house. What can we add to a screaming, foggy forest to make it iconic for our killers?
Wait, don't we need to know which killer we're putting there first? Because,
Nope.
hypothetically,
we can
that's
wrap
not
the
fair.
killer around it.
No, because hypothetically, if
objection,
this is an easy one. Objection. If this was the Mad Gasser, let's just say, then
Sure.
This is very easy. This is all. I'm just saying. Then his shack. Let's do the same thing. His wood, his shack, whatever, could just be in the woods. But we don't know who we're assigning there yet. So
how about let's do this, Jamie? Because technically, the Mad Gasser is our first film.
Yeah.
For each of these, we'll base it on the Mad Gasser. But
because he's our primary. Okay, and then
one, you can't use the same one for the same.
Because if this is also the liquor, you could say there's a pit of dead bodies. Sure. We got all different. Okay.
Sure.
So you want to base for all intents and purposes, we're supposed to be building one main movie. So for right now, we could assign each location.
Yes, we
can. His.
We can basically do what the fuck we want because
I know that
this is
I'm
our
just
show.
Trying to keep us on the rails here and not Okay, well then.
And I would also argue that when we film our movies, we'll also film in these locations. So some things might work in certain locations, some things might not.
Okay.
Why are you laughing, Dave? Why are you laughing over there?
It's like the intro all over again. You make these totally banal statements like they're profound revelations. Some things are going to work, but some things may not. Sorry, I'm ticklish tonight.
We've been doing this for 3 years, and I've made every episode as continuous as possible.
I just love the confidence. I'm digging it.
The fact that no television channel has offered us our own ghost hunting show, a little insulting. Because I'm Zach Baggins the shit out of this.
What did we do? That's actually the same way we did the final girl, kind of, right? We thought of how every single one could fight him, right? And then the bonus was we assigned them to the rest of the movies. That was only part 2. Now that we're in part 3, we know where we're going with this, so it's hard to. Okay, so
hey, it's like we're in a real writer's room. This is problems we're going to face.
I mean, I feel like it's the easy one, so I defer to Dave if he comes up with something better. But if we are doing Screaming Woods, I guess we could say his location of where he does builds gets his different gases, keeps his different shit, and that's an easy go-to, a shack. But I just I don't know yet. It's not a body pit. It's not I don't know. I'm trying to, Dave, you're more creative than me in coming up with
Well, the first place I went was, because we're in the woods in UK. If you're in a haunted wood in the UK, you need a fairy ring. Duh.
Oh.
But then I kicked it up a notch because this set of woods, I'm pretty sure, is on the same latitude line as the Super Collider.
What?
And with all the experimenting they've been doing there, maybe the fairy ring structure is actually a dimensional tear. And the screaming you're hearing is people from the hell dimension that are coming in. Hello, liquor. And the fairy legend is just because we affected time space. We actually created a new history for the earth with fairies in it. And these fairy rings are just symbols that prehistoric humans put up of where these dimensional tears are.
I have no idea what's going on right now, but Dave's going to give you the more creative, elaborate answer, and I'm going to go on old school slasher and give you shack.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And my last question, the last question is going to be different for each one, is I'm going to ask you to provide an explanation for what makes this site different from the others. So There's
I
constant
think
screaming.
I just did.
The constant screaming. Dave just created a whole.
Gave his answer.
Yeah.
Dave answered all the questions with his explanation.
Yeah, but the constant screaming is what makes it different than any
Yeah.
location.
Well, so what are we going to find out in the movie is the source of the constant screaming?
Oh, come on.
Dave gave his, Jamie.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's too much of a loaded question.
It seems pretty simple. Why are people screaming? Or are people screaming? Or what are they screaming about? Simple question, Jamie.
It's not a simple question. I don't know. I have no answer to this because the whole point of it being scary is that you have no fucking clue why there's people screaming.
Or is it scarier when you find out why they are? Like, I was
why
thinking,
could only be I'm personally in my brain keeping it because we went a little supernatural with the final girl, which fair, but it was kind of I wanted to keep slasher into a more as real as we can.
I mean, in all fairness, only one of our five. Well, I guess technically,
they all had superpowers.
We gave some of them superpowers, but really, like, let's be honest, Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, their superpowers are nap. And I can boss doors.
Then they
were
were
mongoose and honey badgers.
Hello. We also said she was she's like immune to poison. One of them, like we made them like.
That's true. We did
can talk to animals.
We did do that. That is a thing. I love where this is going. This is great.
Oh God.
What if we flipped it on the audience and the whole revelation of the screaming in the fog in the woods is that it's the main character's scream. Like it's in her head.
Oh.
She's the only one that can hear it.
Maybe it's
and it's herself screaming because it's a haunted forest, just like in the Blair Witch Forest. So there's a time loop and she's hearing herself die
Dave,
throughout the movie.
God.
Just ask Dave all the questions.
I've watched too many fucking movies.
All right. You know what? I like this energy, Dave. I like what you're doing.
Can you imagine being tormented in your own head of hearing yourself die?
And like with each killer, you can actually like so if
that's a twist if I ever heard one.
You'd be like, oh, because she breathed in some of the fumes and now the side effect.
Because it's fog. You can put the mist in there.
Oh, and if it's a liquor, it could be like you got a little lick, some poison saliva. Oh man, Dave, that was good. Oh
yeah, that was good.
All right. Now, this one I almost didn't add. But I added for me.
Okay.
Little gift to Eli.
Little gift to me. Still Woods, Dave. Still your night. Little gift to me. I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this name. The next forest is the Hoya Bashu in Romania.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Hoya Bashu. Now, once again, this forest is actually considered one of the most haunted or one of the most cursed forests in Romania besides Transylvania itself. So we're competing with like Vlad the Impaler. Dracula.
Oh, they've got some wicked trees in this forest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you found it based on
his pronunciation.
Because you nailed it. It's not Wabashu for sure. We know that.
That's what I said. So
haunted forest, Romania. That'll get you there.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I was about to be real pressing. I was like, man, like Dave, wow, he's on fire tonight. So this forest is described like when you look at it, it's filled with like sickly looking trees and like none of the ground foliage really grows. And at the center of the forest is this like just dirt circle where nothing grows. They don't know why. They've like tested the dirt and they're like, it's not dirt the stuff wants to grow in, but we don't know why this spot is like why it is the way it is. Locals believed it was cursed because, and their explanation for that dirt spot, which Dave kind of got from the last one, is that they believed at one point some years ago that about 60 people went into those woods because they were cultists and thought they could open a portal to another dimension. And regardless that they don't know if they succeeded or failed, but they believe that's what sickened the land. And they actually named the forest Hoibashu because that was the name of a shepherd who back in the day took his 200 sheep and they were to cut through the forest to get to better foliage on the other side. And him and his 200 sheep were never seen again. Just went missing off the face of the planet. Locals believe he may have stumbled into one of these portals or something got him. So people pretty much stay clear of that forest. But as time's gone on, people want to go in, figure out why it is what it is. Because a lot of people don't go into it, the remaining military has been known to use it for stuff and things. In fact, stuff and things. And then in 1968, the military, there's actually a famous UFO photo where like the military was in there doing stuff and they just took a pic. One of the guys there took a picture of what looks like a UFO hovering over the forest. And so they thought that was pretty weird. And even today, people that go in the forest all claim the same thing, that they start getting very sick when they go into it. They become very nauseous, will have anxiety attacks, and their electronic devices don't typically work in the forest, and no one can really tell them why.
Because it's the fucking forest. Like,
it's. Did you not hear all the other stuff I told you?
I know, but I'm talking about the cell phone thing because I literally was. Where was I? I was literally in my old neighborhood on Staten Island on Saturday, and my cell phone didn't work because it's like the fucking end of Staten Island doesn't have good service. That one out the window.
I may agree with you if that was the only thing, but the other things, Jamie.
I know. I'm taking the cell phone off the table though.
So, first question: how are we using this forest?
Well, now this one sounds closer to what Dave presented for the last forest.
A little bit. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy that you had a forest in your pocket that's similar to what Dave. So I feel like
I may have a new theory for this.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay, Dave. All right, lay it on us.
No. I'm not going to jump ahead.
No, Jamie has no theories, so go.
Okay. So
it's because I just want to say, since Jamie keeps basing everything in reality, like mine are all a fucking shed. Like I got nothing for a mad gasser in these interdimensional, like, because I just keep trying to base things in reality. So Dave, go explain to us.
So let's just say, because this is in Romania, the Romani people are extremely connected spiritually. They have a very magical background. They have a pedigree of being very tied with the earth and natural magics and those kind of things. You've got an area that nothing grows, surrounded by a forest of sick trees, right?
Yeah.
In Romania.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this forest actually exists in the dead center of what used to be called Transylvania. And let's just say that there is a creature that came to Earth in a hard impact and landed in this area millions of years ago.
Are you going where I think you're going?
And that creature has incredible spiritual power because that creature happens to be the Archangel Lucifer. And he landed here, which is why it's a cursed land. And he became Vlad Dracul.
Okay.
And impacted this entire area. Like this whole area is a hellish, cursed scape because it's the landing place of the fallen angel Lucifer.
My God.
Wow.
That's just one theory.
Okay. Wow.
But that's what, I mean, this looks like a hellish forest. Just if you look at these trees, it's freaking me out.
I'm going to look it up on my phone.
Almost then, like, I know I said based on Gasser, but like, we could almost argue this is where the liquor came from.
Yeah, this is the ninth ring of hell. This is where the king of hell resides. And the twist is it's here on Earth. It was never somewhere else.
These weird shaped trees.
Right?
Dave, you're good.
It looks like it's out of Pan's Labyrinth.
Exactly. Yeah. They're beautiful, but they are freaky.
They're great. I love them. Why do they all look like that?
They don't know.
The devil?
The devil.
Well, yeah.
But in real life, they don't know. They've tested it.
Real life. They've
tested it. They have no answer. They can't figure out what there's no like vegetation blight. There's no they have no clue. They just know the closer you get to the center where that barren circle is, nothing grows on the ground.
Yeah, see, but the circle from above, like the circle from above. Wait, the circle from above oh no, wait, here it doesn't. This one looks like it has grass in it. So I thought nothing grows. I guess that's just
not in like the
fine.
Very center of the circle, but you have sparse grass on the edge and stuff, whatever,
But if I'm overlapping my maps, this forest is dead center where the Dracula castle was supposed to be in Transylvania.
Old Transylvania. The Transylvania map. Transylvania's lost far now.
I'm sorry?
What?
Transylvania, territory-wise, Romania is smaller. I don't think it's in Transylvania anymore, but it was.
In the old realm. Yeah. Just saying. Whew. A lot of interesting things you can do with this. I can't believe freaking Jason Blum gets to make his garbage ass movies and we can't get somebody to back us for something like this.
Oh my God.
I literally was ranting similar to that the other day in the hopes that this is a minor tangent and I will not sit here and talk about Terrifier, but for those that don't know the huge success that the third one has had, I went on this major rant of maybe we'll finally get less Blumhouse garbage and people will be willing to take a shit fucking even our horror directors. I just mean people will be willing to release different shit because of the success story that this
exactly. Maybe prove that it makes money.
Yeah, we'll stop with these Blumhouse garbages that only kind of make money or don't make money anymore at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get
he is the Michael Bay of horror at this point, isn't he?
I would say maybe a little bit worse.
Lots of flashing lights and big noises. And
I would say maybe a little worse.
Yeah,
at least it's fun watching the Transformers smack the shit out of each other. There's nothing fun in a lot of his movies.
But on a completely unrelated note, Jason Blum, if you want to back us, we would love to have a sit down with you. You're the kind of guy we're looking for.
As long as you let us have full creative control. Just throw that out there. Man, that story answered all questions. But so I'm going to ask the last question. What's something we could add to this forest to make it a little different? So we have the devil doing the blight, so that really explains why. So I would say, what's something we could add? What could we add to it? Just to chef kiss it.
Well, you mentioned the UFO thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please don't bring aliens into this.
We're going to space eventually in the sequels, Jamie.
I know. Fair.
We have to by law.
We will get to space at number 10, but
by law, we have to.
And this is where my partner in crime dissociates with me. But maybe it's not a UFO vehicle at all, but it's an angel form.
Like Nope.
Like in Nope.
Oh. You hear that? Jordan Peele. I almost called him Keegan Peele, but I knew that wasn't right. You hear that, Jordan Peele? We're coming for you.
Maybe it's a cryptid. Maybe we've got an interesting cryptid here.
Oh my God, Dave, you are on a roll tonight.
He is. He's on fire.
Oh. All right. Let's go to number 3.
Yes. Listening.
Dave, this one's for you.
Again.
This one is specifically for you.
For Jamie or me?
For you, Dave.
You.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to.
Well, I've used all my good ideas. I'm screwed.
Well, you'll
come up. You'll come up with something.
We're going, and Jamie, I think you might like this one because it's a little bit more open.
Okay.
You can kind of paint your brush in it however you want.
Okay. I'm listening.
We're going to.
We're still in the woods.
Still in the woods, but we're going to Tennessee.
Oh.
To a little place called Huggins Hell.
I'm sorry, Huggins?
Huggins Hell.
Okay.
Huggins Hell is a dangerous trail up a mountain in Tennessee that people used to like to hike and camp on, but the trail is so dangerous from falling rocks, giving out, or like falling on people. And it's so easily to fall off the trails that they quit putting the trail on maps and took the signs down because they don't want hikers on it. But
so it's kind of like the descent, but not
kind of. But it has
or
become a trend for extreme hikers, or even like a lot of like ex-military guys say they can face Huggins Hell and do it. And many people they get hurt because they fall or rock fall on them, or people have gone missing if they've been found in Huggins Hell. So because that is said, the legend locals think it may be cursed because people always get hurt there. Huggins Hell. That's it.
Yep.
So how can we use this in our movie? Is this going to be a place where the killer is? Or is this a site for a final battle? Or maybe it's a place for answers in the movie. How are we going to use Huggins Hell?
For answers. I didn't even think of answers.
And just to help you in your theater of the mind, Jamie, when you came down here and we went into Gatlinburg, you remember the big mountain that overlooks Gatlinburg? Huggins Hell is just on the other side of that. It's in that area. So,
have you been there, Dave?
I was about to say, have you been there?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I've been in the general area of where Huggins Hell is. I think that's enough.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it's about an hour from where I live, and a lot of great hikes around that area.
Yeah.
Certainly don't go to that area. That would be stupid.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of great hikes
and dangerous
in the area.
Stupid and dangerous.
Yeah.
Some might even say reckless.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. So how are we using this for well, I guess then we're going to have to do a lot of palm greasing because we're actually going to film a location.
You want to hear my easy one before Dave gives us a very good elaborate one? Okay.
Yeah.
My easy one is somehow you guys need to help me even embellish my easy one, but somehow this is because we're still dealing with the Mad Gasser for now. We can make all these work for the other ones as well, and we will, but like this is the origin in a way that something on this trail made him the way he is, whether he felt like it can be more than that. There could be something that happens when you fall or makes you fall. Does not mean that you just fucking trip and fall. But like for this purpose of this dangerous trail and whatever, this has to do with his origin, not final girl spot. That's for him. I think this is an origin spot, not which maybe he does bring her back to or something. And we have something evolved there. But I think
in the third one, you find out his last name is Huggins.
Yeah, he owns he's the rightful, not heir. You can't heir a mountain, a trail, but you know what I'm trying to say. Discovered. Yeah. That's something. Someone play with that. Now Dave make it fucking flowery and elaborate.
I like that.
So we're staying with the Mad Gasser for this one then.
For all of them, I think we're supposed to. And then when we assign them, we'll assign them again.
Who works best?
They go with that one. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think we're trying to pick the coolest location for the Mad Gasser, and then everybody else gets them. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make
Tennessee's the coolest location. I think we've already decided that. Okay. Little local theory going to be sprinkled in here.
Okay.
This is the same area where a lot of the original Cherokee Nation existed, which could be that the Cherokee Nation is a off branch of the same group of proto humans when all of the land masses were together that the Mayans are from. Highly advanced, highly intelligent, extensive language and poetry and literature that the Cherokee Nation is known for. What if this is the capital of that proto-Atlantis level civilization where they had actually perfected a lot of this technology that the Mad Gasser uses, like some of the most powerful psychedelics. And he was a scientist who was in research, and he got to this area and he became cursed by these chemicals. Like he was possessed by.
After he fell, by the way, though, he
exactly.
did fall. He did something.
Because at Huggins Hell is a inverted Mayan pyramid. Like it's in the earth.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine when we unveil that in the sequel? Oh,
in East Tennessee, a Mayan level civilization.
I don't even have to ask all the questions because that's just
And a little tip of the hat to the Cherokee Nation.
Whew. Okay. All right. So then we're going to skip question number 4 again because Dave is just on fire tonight.
Wait, what's question number 4 that we're skipping? What?
He answered all the other questions about how we're going to use it, what would happen.
Oh, yeah. That's what he does. Yeah. That's what he does.
Yeah, I was plot pitching. Sorry.
I love it. No, keep going.
Yeah.
Is there anything we're going to do little different to kind of put our own mark on it? Like,
I think he just did.
But I mean, like, what can is there anything we can add to it to really just, I guess you did with a pyramid.
He did with the pyramid. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's what I'm saying. He took a piece of property that you gave him and turned it into. He definitely added. So I think that one's check.
I'm already excited for this last one then, because this one, I can't wait for Dave to sign something on this.
If it's Donkey Lady adjacent,
it is not Donkey Lady.
Keep in mind, she has to be in one of these. Yeah, pick the most boring one and give it to her, please.
We're going down to the island of dolls in Mexico.
Okay.
Outside Mexico City, there's a forested, there's a canal that's surrounded by forest, and there's a little island in this canal where historically a person lives that kind of comes up, watches the canal signal, so on and so forth. Well, legend goes that at one point there was a caretaker in this canal, and you're not really supposed to leave. Like once you're there for however long you're contracted to be, you have to be there. Your job is to watch the canal. Local legend goes that he found this little girl drowned off the side of the canal, but he couldn't leave, so he just took her and just kind of roughly buried her on the little island. And next to her was or laying in the water next to her was a doll. He assumed it was hers. So when he buried her, he just kind of nailed the doll to the tree to be like, nah, here she is. Kind of whatever. Well, after that happened, dolls just kept washing to the shore. So he just kept taking them and nailing them to trees because he became convinced the girl was haunting him because of how he buried her, or maybe how he treated that initial doll, and that by nailing the dolls to the tree, that would either appease her or keep her from getting too close to him. And now when you look at this island, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of dolls. Every tree has dolls nailed into them, hanging from branches. And now locals and people in Mexico claim that when you go there, people have witnessed the dolls turning their heads to look at them, or lowering down the branches to get near them. And so they now think that this island is full of spirits possessing the dolls, and that because of this, many people who practice black magic, which is common in different things in Mexico, now go to the island to use it for that, which is just increasing the evil or negative energy that is associated with the island.
I have a dumb question that has nothing to do with what we're doing, but I'm why didn't he just stop going to the shore where dolls are washing up?
He had to go to the shore. It was his job to take care of the canal. So he would have to go to the shore to watch, eye up the canal, make sure there wasn't any problems or anything like that.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
I'm not going to ask the question this time. I'm just going to go.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah. I'll tell you which one I don't want assigned with this, even though I know yours is. I do not want the liquor assigned with the dolls. I'll just tell you that much. The liquor has to be in that woods with the dead space in the middle of it. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Dolls. Dave, I don't know what to do with this. I really don't when it comes to the Mad Gasser and fucking
Yeah, it's an island, so it's giving Hatchet vibes to me. Is where my brain's going.
There.
I just think Jamie doesn't like it because we all know who her favorite haunted doll is.
Exactly.
Yeah, Annabelle. I wish I could fucking nail Annabelle to a tree.
I think haunted dolls in general is not Jamie's jam.
No, I will admit that there's a few houses. I was supposed to stop in one in Canada, I think. There are houses that are known for having weird, oddly, like dolls all over the house. It is a creepy fucking stupid thing. Does it scare me? No. So that's a hard thing. But it is a weird, abnormal thing to encounter. And I would assume that an island full of them or a forest full of them is very bizarre. So
yeah,
it can be an unsettling. Yes, it could be an unsettling setting, which I know is what we're doing here. I get that. So then that's the point of is it unsettling climax of the movie? Is it unsettling origin story? Is it unsettling just like you said, where they get some pivotal information or something, I feel like an Island of Dolls has to be pivotal information kind of setting, but I'm waiting for Dave to as Dave's looking at it, because I'm sure he is, to tell us what can happen on this island.
Yeah, the first thing that goes to mind, because I think this is something it's definitely referenced in voodoo. We all know about voodoo dolls. Mm-hmm. Santeria has a tradition of dolls being used to capture souls and imprison them. I think this whole island is just a place where someone has captured and imprisoned the souls of the most evil killers in the area, and they've imprisoned them there. And the person who goes there misidentifies them and does a ritual to release all the innocent souls out of the dolls, and releases an entire cabin in the woods level
13 ghosts
murder mob.
Yeah.
Of the not 13, but 500 ghosts. Yeah. Murder ghosts.
Have spin-offs and sequels for days.
Oh yeah.
Just because somebody didn't read the fucking manual.
This is the way you tie all our movies together. Spoiler alert.
Oh, because we could have.
Yeah, this is our end game.
No, this releases or the start game. You know how we said 13 Ghosts should have done a spinoff on each ghost or done whatever on each ghost or whatever. This is Dave just.
This is where Matt Gasser came from.
Story of each one of them that comes out.
Yeah. Oh, the whole movie is them collecting all this stuff for this ritual to do this big release of the innocents on this island.
Oh my God. Because then we could even make a better version of the Unbreakable universe than what M. Night Shyamalan shit out.
Yeah. Because we get to do an Evil Dead
working together.
Cabin in the Woods with the old magic book that they have to read from, and all this weird stuff starts happening. And then you realize you didn't release the good guys.
This is great because you have Elsa and Donkey Lady in a movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, Donkey Lady's in her own and never to be seen again. She dies, so she can't show up in the final battle.
All the final girls have to come for the final battle, Jamie, and when they go to capture the last spirit.
Not the one that's dead.
And you should look up these Santeria dolls. I mean, they are off-putting.
Oh, it's creepy. Oh, for sure. Oh, man, Dave's on fire tonight.
Yeah, he is.
All right.
And I didn't even dose tonight, guys.
This is all pure brain energy.
This is why I dose.
Because this is 24/7. He's like, him and his wife are trying to sleep at night. Dave just wakes up and goes, "Fairy, fall on." It's like, just go back to bed. Come on.
Somebody asked me about the weather, and this is where my brain is. And I'm like, what?
They're like, "Hey, what's the weather like where we live?" Lucifer, the barren lands. You're like, what? You're like, what?
Don't talk to me.
I'm in the middle of something here. All right. We have our 4 locations. So now it's time for the important work. Who's going to the screaming? So out of the 4, which one's the Mad Gasser? Which one are we putting in the Mad Gasser movie? Are we doing?
I say either 1 or 3 because I'm trying to save 2 for
Boshu, Huggins Hell, or Island of Dolls. Let's do the fun way. where Eli ends up getting the final vote. Jamie, let's do it this way. Actually, it's Dave's night. We'll let Dave go first.
Yeah, Dave go. Yeah.
Dave, out of those 4, which one do you want to remove?
Oh, remove?
You can remove one that would not apply to the gasser.
Okay, well then I'm removing the island because the island is the origin story. We don't need him set there.
Okay.
Because that's, spoiler alert, that's where I'm putting the donkey lady because she's the one who gets killed immediately once they're released.
That's rude.
Spoiler alert.
With Dave, it doesn't matter.
Jamie, you also get to remove one.
Okay, sorry. What are they? So
you get to remove either the Screaming Woods, Hoi
for the gasser, right?
Or Huggins Hell.
For the gasser. I'm removing it from the option for the gasser.
Hoi Bashu?
No, I'm asking. Whatever I'm removing.
Yeah, you're moving for the gasser.
Okay, so
it would not be applied to the gasser.
So my choices, say the names again. The first one was the Screaming. Yeah, the Screaming Woods.
Hoi Bashu in Romania, where nothing grows.
That's where nothing grows.
Or Huggins Hell in Tennessee.
I'm not even doing this for what I want. I'm removing the dead forest for the gasser. I like the other 2 for him.
Okay. Okay. So now it is between Screaming Woods and Huggins Hell for the gasser. Which one are we choosing for the gasser? If you guys cannot come to a agreement, then I will be the tie-breaking vote.
Dave, you want to go first?
Sure. I'll vote for Huggins Hell for the Mad Gasser.
I was actually going to vote the same thing. That's the one with the pyramid, right? You gave us an inverted pyramid that he fell into. I was going to go with that.
This is the first.
You don't get to break our time.
One during this year's Camp With Wild that you guys have not. I have not had to do the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I was leaning towards that, so I'm glad. So we
Mad Gasser, Huggins Hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming home to Tennessee.
Yep.
And let's be practical. Since that's the first movie we're coming out, the location cost just makes better sense to do it here in Tennessee than like in South America or something like that.
Of course. Where is the liquor?
I want him in the dead forest, but that's my fight. So, I mean, that's my vote. So Dave gets the vote where he wants him. And then if we have a tie again, I guess you get
I don't think there's any question. He's our grindhouse, evil, sadistic monster. He's going into the devil forest.
Hell, he's going to hell. Yeah, thank you. I was just like...
No question.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Okay.
So we already decided where Donkey Lady is. So
yeah, we did.
So my process of elimination.
That was just my suggestion.
We've got Screaming. So wait, who's the Screaming Forest with them?
That would be Hooker. That'd be Hooker Man.
Not bad. That's not bad though, actually, for Hooker Creeper.
Yeah, that works.
Wow. That could definitely work. Wow. Screaming Forest. Yeah, that could definitely work.
Wow.
Guys, we're so good.
Wow.
Not one dud in 3 episodes.
This is so just a recap. The Mad Gasser versus Elsa in Huggins Hell, Tennessee. The Liquor versus Sleeping Beauty in Hoi Bashu, Romania.
Oh God, I'm loving these.
Hooker Man versus Snow White in the Screaming Woods. And the Car Ghost versus Donkey Lady in the Island of Dolls of Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what? That works. That still works. It just still fucking
exactly.
The important thing to call out is that, I mean, it goes without saying, especially because we don't want to be sued, but our final girls are based on these characters, but they will all have different names because they will not be Sleeping Beauty and Snow White.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Right. Like it's going to be Mad Gasser versus Melsa.
No, it's not going to be that obvious.
Liquor versus Weeping
Honey Badger.
Hooker Man.
Honey, her name will be Honey.
Hooker Man versus Rain Black. And Car Ghost. I mean, I don't think we have to worry about Donkey Lady.
Yeah, I think we're good there.
Oh man. I tell you what, I'm so excited for the next episode when I get to introduce my twist, because these movies are just gonna we're gonna extend the lore, and I'll give you a little hint. It's an homage to past Campfire Tales.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I had some forethought when I designed this series. I was like, just like Campfire Tales, we're going to introduce all kinds of things to the world that they don't even know existed.
I am just really enjoying the childlike glee with which Eli is going through these. He's really enjoying the Wicked Wild Campfire Tales.
This is in a good,
which makes me happy.
Like I said, I kind of had a rough. This was kind of a like this was kind of like the bones of what initially I was going to do is in here, but then that first episode, you guys just kind of took it and went, oh, that's better. Oh.
Look at us coming together. What a team. What a team we make, guys.
Exactly. Unstoppable.
Unstoppable trio right here.
All I'm saying, Wachowski twins.
The what?
Wachowski twins.
Oh.
They made like the Matrix. They thought their power of togetherness could create such a franchise as like the Matrix. Well,
they might as well be the Wachowskis at this point.
Oh, it's like
boom.
You all don't even know what's coming. You don't even know. If you made 3 films, we're about to make thousands. And Nicolas Cage won't touch one.
No.
Not one.
He's going to play Donkey Lady. Spoiler alert.
No, that's not. Listen, not even Donkey Lady deserves that.
He's already played Donkey Lady in Longlegs. That is the character.
That is not Donkey Lady.
Oh, my God.
Tell me I'm wrong, Jamie. Tell me I'm wrong.
How dare you? Oh.
We've already received his audition tape.
How dare you? How dare you, sir? If I had a white glove, I'd hit you with it. Challenge you to a duel. Yeah. All right, Dave, why don't you tell these fine folks about the Wicked Wild?
I'm sorry I hurt you.
It's got to take more than to make up for this.
We do appreciate you listening. We hope you're enjoying your October. We certainly are. We're having a hoot of a time. If you want to learn more about us, you can find us on social media at Wicked Wild We Are on X, at Wicked Wild We Are on Slasher, the horror-only social media community, and at Wicked Wild Pod on Instagram. You can also watch all of our videos on YouTube. Just search the Wicked Wild Podcast. You'll find all of our Campfire Tales and our movie reviews. And we do have a website, but I don't even really promote that anymore because I haven't even been there in like 3 months. So who knows if it's even there? It's like a haunted area. It's a cursed land like we've talked about tonight. I'm afraid to go there to see if somebody's hacked it and it's totally trashed. I'm afraid to put in the URL. But if you want to go there and report back to us, we'll be happy to get your emails at podcast@thewickedwild.com.
Oh, people. This next week, you don't even know. I can't wait.
And remember, that episode comes out on Halloween.
Ooh.
Even better. If you want to get in that mood to be like, oh, I want to steal people's candy, watch some horror movies, listen to that first. Well, actually, listen to all 4 of them in a row. So that way you get the full, everything gels. And then you'll be
I can't think of a better way to spend your Halloween.
No. Or if you got to take your
4 better movies than you could put on in 2024.
Yeah, we came up with
nuts. And if you're taking your kid trick-or-treating, pop 2 headphones in. You don't really listen to them talk anyways.
Exactly.
Pop 2 headphones in.
Because you know by house 3, they're going to be complaining about their feet hurting and stuff. You don't need to hear that.
And they didn't have the full-size candy bar.
Brother stole my candy.
Oh, there's a weird guy staring at me. Oh,
Wouldn't you rather be listening to a liquor?
Yeah. Yeah. Or a hooker man? Or what about what has affectionately become the Campfire Tales mascot, Donkey Lady, who is finding a way in everyone's heart.
Coming to a Nicolas Cage near you.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Bye.